From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Las Vegas Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. Gets past one man. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off play action. Newton. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11 MT.
They hand this off to Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
11 MT.
From the 45 on second down. Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance.
There he goes, left side. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's It's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go. 180. 180. 11. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? You must be.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense... the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Newton now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the give. Newton. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Play action. It's Newton. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run left with Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. He's got a man, complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore, 79 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole
touchdown. That's caught. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. Touchdown, Raiders! Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Moore. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Newton. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cam Newton, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First down, here's Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton backs it forward. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled them.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him?
And the Raiders have got him. Matthew Ioannidis forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 2nd and 20.
11 mighty.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Let's get it. Mike 40. Check. He's coming. 11. Check Mike 40. Here we go.
They're going to try and throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Chase Young, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's more. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow to the right side, and he's got more complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. after the false start. Sets up a 3rd and 9. To the air again, Burrow. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, we got four down. Hey, Mike's 50. Bring it.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Newton. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. 28 yards. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 2.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Don't be scared of it.
40's the line. Squeeze.
Here's Burrow. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike. 11, 11. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On the give, this is Harris. And running with power here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Watch the 11, Thomas. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh?
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Burrow will throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
11, 11, 11, 11. 50, Mike 50. I got it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Right, 80. Let's get up. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Watch the pass. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. You got motion.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Burrow now off the bootleg. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A big offensive explosion.